I have an unusual episode for you guys. I have bought consoles, handheld consoles. Why have a phone when you can spend $200? No, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to this because I used to be a child, believe it or not. I used to be like this, and now I'm like this. Sega, Nintendo, you name it. No, I already named all of them. That's all we had. In Eastern Europe, we only have two console, okay? Well, I still got a chance to play a lot of games, attach myself to some games. Both Mario and Sonic were a thing growing up for me. So it's a little bit of nostalgia picking these things up, but at the same time, I'm a game developer, bro. I know games better than ever. And it's actually quite fascinating because retro games have something that modern games don't. And most importantly, the fucking convenience is through the roof. Some people are busy spamming stop killing games video, and some people are actually uploading games into consoles and selling that shit. Wow. Big difference, guys. So, you should have one of those. But which one should you have? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo! This will break your brains! I'm very bad at rhyming. I got scared. I got scared. The culprit of this... That's the name, guys. That's the name of our culprit. Pure evil. Didn't work straight from the box. Maybe there's something wrong with the SD card. All of these guys use micro SD cards and they have everything inside them. So if something goes wrong with an SD card, I couldn't fix it personally, so either expert's gonna fix it for cheap, or this was just a brick that I bought for 60 euros, boys. Best investment in my life, bro. It's just shit like this stains the rest of the consoles, bro. It's so annoying. It's like now I have 3 out of 4 consoles. That's how I feel. And it cost me so much to have 3 out of 4 consoles, bro. Am I perfectionist or what? My OCD, bro, killing me. Anyways, we do have different price points. We have 16 times 2 times 2 again. And this one is actually pretty popular. Look at that. Everyone is buying it.
Viral TikTok products so you don't have to. Part 1. This is the new keyboard.
So I don't have to.
And it's been blowing up all over TikTok recently. It comes with over 20,000 retro games pre-installed, and it really had every single game I searched for. Like, I was actually shocked. And since it was the perfect size to fit in my pocket, I took it everywhere, from the park to the mall. And I used it pretty much the entire day before it needed to be charged. This is honestly the best purchase I've made in a long time. So trust me, you gotta check it out.
He was almost responsible for me not buying. Nah, TikTok had nothing to do with it. I just remember Mr. Who's the Boss review some handheld console, and I'm like, I kind of have to have it. I kind of have to have something similar. So I looked through AI, and then I got the same exact thing for some reason, and then it got recommended through YouTube Shorts, because that's how fucking internet works. It knows everything about you. Oh, I see you bought this console. You want to see a video about it now? Very funny, YouTube. Very funny. It was a fucking shitty video. Didn't say anything about the console, but maybe this one will. I hope it's the same thing, though. I can't tell. Hard to tell me.
For today, we're gonna...
Yeah, it looks exactly the same. So I will add commentary in case there's commentary missing. And I have 2 other consoles that are cheaper and could be more convenient for you to entangle yourself with that instead. Because there's some controls missing or controls that I just don't know about. This is 36S. 35. Wow, what a big difference.
Look at this cheaper handheld. It is called the
Yeah, it is made in China handheld, guys.
R36 Express, and you can often find
70 euros I had to fucking pay, guys. I got ripped off. My pockets are clean.
it cheaply at this price point. In fact, I'm confident in
Okay, now it looks very different.
saying that at 40, talk about how we got here in the first place, and no,
How did we got here? Where are we?
I never actually
What
have
the
a quiet
fuck is
rainy
this?
day. Clone of the Odroid Go Advanced, the exact same hardware
Ooh, that's my thing. That's my thing that didn't work.
inside, but they did make a couple updated LCD
That's literally the same thing, but white. Oh my god. He has a working version of that.
panel. And so this did have a lot of $110 when it first came out.
Did you review that, guy? Because I need that one too. I need to know what I'm getting my hands on if I fix it.
51p was a huge success, and it inspired
Yay! It was success, guys. Not for me.
Ambernick to make the RG351p, but it's got a couple upgrades. For
Ooh.
example, it has a
I had the P version. Even though it's trying to dupe me with the colors.
metal shell, which gives it an available at the time. But
Keep saying Wi-Fi. What does he need Wi-Fi for? What the fuck?
still, there was a segment 1 MP. I
Stop! Stop! You have better handhelds, okay?
still don't
Stop
really know
it.
what the M and the... But either way, this one seems
Stop! He has cool color device now. Holy
to be
shit,
the
man.
definitive version
He's literally upgrading the same brick that I have twice in a row. Like, wow. So much flex needed to happen.
of all those handhelds. However, at the same time, there were other companies also making other
I will need this review of this device specifically.
clones of the Odroid because it kind of had a
What the fuck
viral
is
moment last
this?
year in 2022. The RGB 20S
Uncomfortable. No shit, Sherlock. They fucking memed. Holy shit. How
darn
dare they?
uncomfortable. And so I did a review of this, and basically
I can't. They fucked it up so hard.
nothing else about it. Now, the
Oh
interesting
my
thing about
God.
so it was a little bit ironic that a clone of a clone here in the RGB 20S ended up being the most successful RK3326 device in terms of sales.
course.
However, it had 20S we were just looking at. Now, I picked this one up. The controls on this
Yeah, we're getting flexed on. I thought having 4 consoles is already gonna put me at top tier.
device were absolutely. I just wanted to throw this thing
I
across the room.
spent
And so as a result,
200 monies for this shit, bro. How am I not top
I just
tier?
kind of gave up on the whole thing. It was definitely successful.
The way he's talking, he's trying to tell us that these things came before him, you know? Alright. Arsenic. Fucking Auburnic, bro. No, it's arsenic. And Burnick. Holy crappies. Give me the P version. Alright? P. What did you just say? A safe bet? You might want to fucking retrieve your message there. Holy shit, it's not safe. Oh my god. Oh. Well, it is money after all. I just spend more money and maybe it works eventually. Right? Just buy another one. Eventually it should work.
System, how you can improve
Wait, is he gonna say OS? Wait, what?
that, and then we'll also talk about one
I can improve it even
of many
more?
custom firmware options. This one's called
Why is this guy the smartest person alive?
Newly, which is a written guide to a
Okay, I'm actually scared because this guy might fix my console. You know? Just to provide all the brain cells I need to continue my journey. And remove the X mark. Because in reality, all I need is to grab a proper operating system for this thing. Just format the SD and install something that actually fucking works. Sounds about right. So, let this guy talk about this in particular, because we're going to compare it to these two. Alright? The cheaper options, because they look actually and play a little bit more smooth. I'm not going to lie. I am disappointed by this. This is actually why I was trying to buy other options, just to see like what is out there, because this wasn't it. This wasn't satisfying enough for me. There's two big issues with this console that I will reveal, but we gotta let the reviewers say all the things first. Maybe I'm just fucking wrong. Maybe I just don't know how to use these fucking magical devices that break on arrival.
Really surprising for me even to say with this chipset. For example, if you try the box, it's very bare bones. You've got
I
one
got the
charging cable and
purple!
a quick start manual. Overall, that's pretty acceptably loud
He's clicking my buttons.
for me. Now on the right side, we have our system card hidden behind a quality control sticker, and then also our volume up and down button.
Wow, it's hidden.
So now let's do it when you press from the center and then try to roll it around. So already I'm a little bit concerned about that. So let's do
Uh-oh, concerns are
a
rising,
couple D-pad
guys.
tests. See here's whether or not the
As always, he's gonna test with
character will move a
Contra.
little bit. It did take some deliberate effort.
Yep, he's struggling with those diagonals.
A little bit more. It's pretty good. It doesn't rattle as much as I was expecting. And finally, we have the
Yes, it's not a rattlesnake. Yay!
analog sticks. Now the solution. And I gotta say, it does
So it
look
looks like I got lucky with the buttons being
pretty
centered
good.
here.
One thing of note, and like I mentioned, bear in mind that this will come preloaded with a
What the
64GB card
So
full
different
of
again.
games. And so here we are. It looks like the display settings as well, and then go and turn down the brightness just to make it a little
So yeah, when you restart this console, at least in my case, the brightness always comes back. And I always have to fight that shit. I didn't even know this is going to be mentioned. This might work for this guy, I don't know. His always is slightly different, you know? The magic.
bit easier on the eyes as we record. Now the next thing I wanted to do is update this version of
But yeah, every single fucking time I have to make it easy on the eyes. I literally get hurt by this smaller console. Like, why? Bro, why does my tablet don't hurt my eyes? And this shit does. So not only they brighten the screen by force, but it also hurts, bro. It fucking hurts.
ArcOS was not able to update the operating system, at least over Wi-Fi.
Oh. Wi-Fi to update operating system. Okay.
However, after doing a little bit of investigating and pulling out the system on it at all, and so my guess here is that this thing will probably fail
Generic
over
as
time because they're
default.
using basically
Bro knows everything about these things. Holy
the cheapest thing
shit.
they could. Experience is going to be like
I swear, this guy is gonna fucking save my ass.
down until we find the different build.
And he's doing that every single time. He will give us the best operating system. Although I feel like I deleted all the games alongside, so... I don't know if I can bring this guy back to life easily. You know? It will cost me my patience. Please don't subscribe, because the moment you subscribe, I can't do these videos because I have to dance like a clown to my subscribers instead. It's gonna be my new job. So don't do that, okay? Then time will be money. I could be spamming YouTube videos, you know?
Build
Shit.
that we have available of this operating system.
I don't know what to do, man.
And you can see they actually
Eventually I will have enough subscribers, you
have an
know?
R35
It will literally be pointless to actually spend time fixing anything. I'll just buy a new one. I guess that works for me, though. That works. Yeah. I'm a wasteful fraud. I don't know. It's a meme, guys. It's a meme. Wasteful fraud is a
clone
meme
after
for me
is a clone of the
personally.
RG351M pop. And once they're done, Blend Etcher will actually eject the SD card.
What? It did feel like I broke my computer because it fucking got scary, bro. I got blue screen of death.
Take a few minutes to flash ArcOS to that card. Once it's done, you're going to get a bunch of pop-ups and it's going to make you think that you broke your computer. And don't worry about it. Just go ahead and cancel out of all these pop-ups.
Yeah,
that show
don't
up.
worry
and once they're
about
done,
it,
Blend Etcher
bro.
will actually worry you didn't break your computer. Just go ahead and cancel out of all of them one more time.
Ah, thank goodness I didn't break my computer as well.
Actually take it and save
You know what? Yeah, I didn't thought that there's more concerns. But we're talking about this console. Alright? Just I might feel like I broke my computer. You know?
it to our Nintendo as a kid, it is probably going to be on this list. Now, personally, I would recommend going and taking that SD card, putting it into your computer, and then deleting the games that you know you're never going to play. Because personally, I think that having 1300
Deleting games? Stop killing games, bro.
Super Nintendo game kind of experience you're going to get.
Scrolling. Can't you just like type in a word or get a random game? Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to start audio quality overall. Now let's start moving
I always have to shrink the audio quality the same way that I have to shrink the brightness. Reduce it, bro.
through our system, starting with the easy
Every single time. How do you switch games? Show me how you switch games because I don't know how to fucking do it without a restart.
easiest to play games and then moving around.
Holy shit, is he not gonna do that?
Start will already be on this device ready to
Oh
go.
my god,
Same
he's playing it at 100% speed.
thing in Game Boy Advance, all these systems are going to play at 100% speed, absolutely no problem here. And like I do with Tekken 3, yeah, they're going to be just fine. Now in terms of power, Nintendo, when you're playing a game that only requires you to see one
Ooh, I played Chinatown.
screen at a
It's
time,
so
it's no
cool.
problem. But when you're driving around, it looks really great just to see your car on this. These unfortunately are not going to play at full speed. They're actually pretty close, but more heavy keyframes. So later we'll use this one actually skip, and so we'll hear
not
that
my
slow
FPS.
down. Now with a lot of light, actually are hands. So again, I think
Oh,
the Dreamcast is
man.
kind of going to be like you can press and hold the R3 button and then press the power button. After a moment, it's actually going to save your game and then power the. It's a fairly quick process. It takes a little bit less than 17 seconds.
Huh. Quick start, huh? I knew he had some shortcuts in there. Apparently it's a D3 button, and then you combine it with the power button to shut it down and save it at the same time.
Called Quick Mode. You can enable it by going into
No, you have to upgrade for this
options and
feature.
then selecting the third option, which says Enable Quick Mode.
God damn it.
This again, not the best, but they get the job done. I also think it has an excellent screen.
This is how it works by default. You have to shut it down properly from the menu. What the? What the? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The exit? No! No, bro, I fucking hate this shit. Ooh,
Big fan of the pivot on the
concerns. Yep. That works. It's a lifesaver right there.
My gameplay experience, but it definitely wasn't
Better options out
the
there?
best out there. In terms of performance, even though I used an adapter that should work with ArcOS i23. A quick example would be this game right here, Pups and Purrs.
Wow, you could be buying this one game, or you could be buying 40,000 games inside of this. Plus me. I would be inside there too. I can fit everywhere. Look at that. I made new friends.
36S. Just off the top of my head, this is probably going to give you access to
just
about
buy that one instead of 3 games.
8 or 10.
No, I just referred to 200 fucking monies that I lost. Euros, bro. Okay, I lost that one, and I can fix it. Why am I crying?
But as it stands,
It's crazy how the time flies, and this thing has real 40,000 games. Real. Imagine what that means. Back in my day, one game used to cost the entire console that it is today. Just by waiting and going into the future, you get this shit happening, bro. And we went like 20 years into the future. Or 30. It's fucking crazy. Literally every game that would cost the entire console is the magnification. Well, we can say 10,000 times. Life is 10,000 times cheaper for gamers. Some people might even laugh that I lost $60 and I didn't actually even lost them. I'll have to work extra fucking hours to fix my shit. Or buy a new SD card, which sounds pretty fucking bad if you ask me. I might have to actually scrap one of the other consoles for an SD card. I don't even know. The fun thing about this kind of retro gaming, it is low commitment. Of course, because we're talking about 40,000 games here. The only time you're willing to take a big commitment, it's like the DS games, the like PS2 games, I guess. You know, some bigger consoles. And you can do it consciously of like, yeah, I'm gonna play a bigger console now. I want that to sink in my 10 hours right now. So personally, going back into the future and playing shitty games, it's literally the best way to just rot my time. Just burn my time. Fuck yeah. And it's not like it's completely waste of time. Going back into retro gaming is quite fascinating to me. It's a whole different experience when you like get hit by one thing and then just fucking explode. Yeah, you only have one life, one heart. You fucking explode immediately, bro. After hitting some fucking pixel on a screen. The difficulty level of retro gaming is insane. And should be studied by every single game developer.
anything about retro game emulation, they would think you spent way more.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want them to think, because I want my money back. They would think you spent 20 billion years. Alright, so I want to actually review the things that I have, and I don't know if he has it. Because this shit looks so cheap, it's literally just made out of cardboard at this point. Alright, so we're comparing these things with this. Retro gaming style, of course. These probably have chipsets that are absolute dog shit. I do like the cheaper versions giving you this special turn on button where you literally slide it and then it turns on or off. It's kind of a nice little switch instead of just being a button that you press. You know, it actually shows you the states. It feels different. You don't understand. It feels so different. It feels so much more functional that way. Unfortunately, this guy is so cheap it doesn't have brightness settings. I don't know. Yeah, there is definitely a toggle for the sound settings. And I actually love the other edition. The wheel. The wheel setting for sounds. I love that shit. It feels so much more functional than clicking a button. I don't even know if you experience this, but you literally turn the wheel to increase or decrease volume. It's one of those buttons you might fucking feel nostalgic just to feel it. Or you will feel like you have never held a device like this before, just because of this one thing. Not gonna lie, it really feels cheap. It's just like a piece of plastic. It shows me 800 games. Alright, this is what it comes with. I do need names for these guys. In the beautiful Amazon fashion, find your name. It is your duty to find the name. I guess it's these ones, but we'll never know, guys. So yeah, it wasn't lying. It's literally 800 games. You can scroll to the very bottom very quickly by warping and finding out. Now, given that this is just 800 games, it is going to be the shittiest 800 games you can possibly put in a piece of plastic. I don't think it's worth 16 euros. I think this one is disqualified. However, it's pretty nice for, you know, for what it is. Because you cannot just, like, enter a number and warp to that particular number, I gotta take out some points for this thing. Like, this is not worth it. This is just not it. But it's a fun place to start. If you want to fucking ramp up your experience, sure. It doesn't even have an SD card. This one has. I can steal from this thing if I have to. Yay. Nah, it's fucking worthless just because of the brightness settings, because the biggest problem is going to be the eye strain. You know? Your eye's bleeding at some point. I can give it to my mom, though. No, I can't even do that. I'm not that evil. I gave her the console anyways, because she never experienced any games, bro. Nothing. And she's like in a susceptible state right now where she's just gonna pick it up and play. On to this one. This one was actually pretty surprisingly good. It actually had all the things that I was kind of missing on this one, but we found it anyways, eventually, right? But there's one more thing. There's more convenience to this, where actually you can favorite games. You can give them a star and find them later, which is so fucking badass. It's the only feature that actually matters, bro. Favoriting your games so you can play them later whenever you feel like it. Remember that game? Oh my god, I want to play that game. Yes, name searching works on this thing, but favoriting is just the convenience that you really need. I'll try and dig a little bit more into this because this seems quite a valuable console. There's no brightness settings on this one as well. It's not even worth it, bro. Only these guys are worth it. Oh my god. Without brightness setting, like, you're gonna be suffering. 100%. So it already kills the console, and I'ma use the yellow thing. All right, you burn to death. You burn to death, and you're cancelled as a piece of plastic. It only has shitty games, but that's what I deserve. I spent 16 euros on this thing. All right, you have to spend a moderate amount. Everything else about this console, actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Besides scrolling, okay? Like, scrolling through games is absolute nightmare, but at the same time, all of the games are the same in terms of value, right? So, fuck it, you pick up a random game, and the ones that you like, you favorite, you try to save them from the fucking pile of trash that the scrolling experience actually is, and then you start playing the ones you like. Don't buy this shit because you can't change brightness settings. That's it. Like, the settings are so poor. Yeah. Ooh. This one doesn't even have anything. Yeah, they scrapped so many things when making these OSs. So, yep. You win. You win, my guy. But do you? Do you win? Retro has taken so much money out of me that it will never pay for itself in terms of influence. I would rather fucking eat my foot at this point. Pointless. Yes, I value my money very much. Very much. The funny thing is, it's not even useful when I'm eating food. Like, I still have to click all these buttons. I can't eat food at the same time. That's fucking crazy. It doesn't even add convenience, like, gaming into my life anyways. All I'm gonna do is just watch TikToks again. Hopefully there's gonna be a battle between these two, right? Make them rival each other once I get my OS in order. I could have accidentally deleted too much, though. I don't know if formatting SD was a right move, but we did it. I might regret it. I might just lost $60. The funny thing is, this is how we stop killing games. This is my final thing I'm gonna say. Make it short. We get a gaming console that has 40,000 games, and we talk about the games that are actually worthwhile playing. That's the beauty of stop killing games. You know? They're still there, but they're dying slowly due to the sands of time. There's so many little cool experiences that a true gamer needs, alright? And so we lay to rest this episode, but there's part 2. Don't worry about that. I hope there's part 2. Honestly, I'm worried about that myself. Goodbye.